Good morning, students. Today our topic is MySQL, and in this lecture we are going to discuss about some functions related to string. So, in our previous lecture we already discussed some function related to string in MySQL, and in this lecture we continue the previous topic. In last lecture we will discuss about lower and upper function, which convert a string into lowercase or uppercase, and in this lecture we are going to discuss some more functions related to MySQL. So let's start. These functions are already discussed SQL math functions in our previous lecture. If you don't watch these functions, then the implementation of these functions, you can see the video. So now MySQL length functions. As the name suggests, length function actually calculates the length of a string. How much characters are there? So it just count all the characters one by one and returns the length of a string here. So syntax is very simple. Just write length and within parentheses just write the parameter of this function, that is string, any string which you want to pass as a parameter. So just write length and then the string here. That is the syntax here. So only one parameter is there, string, which is required. The string is to count the length for this. The string to count the length for, and there is a small example here. And the example is you cannot use any function directly in MySQL. So always use it with a select statement. So first of all, just write select statement. After that, name of the function. You can put any columns also, but here we just want to implement the functions here, so we just write function here. So name of the function is length, and then just pass the value within the parentheses, which we have to find the length, and that is SQL tutorial. And if you want to give an alternative name at that column, then just write as and then the name of the alternative column name, that is here length of string. So the length of the string will be find out by SQL, and it will return a value according to the string passed within length function. So this is a small example here, and always remember that it also count or consider space as a character. So if there are space, then it will also be also counted. So SQL tutorial, there is a space, that space will also be counted here. Now let us see some more example of this. You can put length function for a table also, and if you want to find out, suppose there is a table name customer and there are different customer names, and you have to find out the length of all customers names, then you can easily put the query select length customer name as length of name from customer. Here name of the column is length of customer name. So this is the command. Now let's check it using MySQL. Open just MySQL here, MySQL 5.1 version here is installed in this computer. So now first of all enter the password will be asked. After that password, just use the database in which you want to perform certain operation, and the name of the database Praveen, which is already created. Now you can perform here any task related to MySQL. So here you just want to put know the length of a string. So first of all just write select statement. After that function name length, so we specified, and within the parentheses we just give the value of that string, which we have to find the length. Here for simplicity, I just take my name here to find out the length, and okay, this is, just leave it. um, Let us consider this. It is a too much long string here. Just write the name, and here we can see that there are only 7 characters in it. So if we find out the length of that name, then 7 will be the output. And what is going wrong here? Something on. Let us check it. Length string. Okay, let us check. Length does not exist. Spelling of the length is incorrect. Alien GTH should be there. So no, length of the string is 7. You can easily see that. You can write small uppercase or lowercase name of the function. It doesn't matter. If spelling is correct, it will always give you a result, desired result. As you can see that if you just give a wrong name or wrong function name here, then it will not show any result here. And if you want to just space there after the Praveen, you can see that now 8 is our final answer, because space is also considered here. And if I just put my last name after giving some space, then 5 characters should be added, and the result will be 8 plus 5 means 13. Okay, 13 is the answer. So you can check it for any string, and you can also, if you want to use a table name, then use dual. And dual is a default table name. It will also gives you the same result. It is considered as by default table name. So if you just put select and then name of the function, then no need to write this. And now let us give a set alternative column name, another name of this column. Just write length of name, length underscore of name, then it will be appear on, it will be shown in our output as the name of the column. Okay, you can see here length of the name is, and the answer is 13 here. 13 is the answer. And then for a table name, is a table name employee. So first of all, let us check data. If data related to a table name employee, and if you want to find out the length of each and every name, so you can use the length of the function. So just write, pass the column as a parameter here, and you can put column as a parameter. If you can put a column within double quotes, it will give you a wrong result. Okay, let us see. First of all, length name, always put name of the column without double quote, because it is not a string, it is the name of column. And even if you give the, and now if you give the table name employee here, then can you guess what is the output? Output will be 4, because name is considered as a string. Okay, so if you want to just know the length of different names, and then just pass the column name as it is without double quotation mark. And now you can easily see that these are the different length of different names here. So that is the output. Now let us check another concept. The length is, I think, is very much clear to all of you. Now the second function is instr in string. So instr in string function, which is basically returns the position of the first occurrence of the string in another string. So if you find out the string in another string, position of string in another string means substring, then you can easily find out using instr function. So the function, this function performs case sensitive search, case insensitive search. It means case doesn't matter for this search, this type of search here. And it contains basically two parameters, string 1 and string 2. Both are required. We just pass a single parameter within it, then it will also show you error. And the string 1 says that required the string that will be searched, that is called the string 1, and string 2 which is also required, and the string to search for in string 1. If string 2 is not found, this function returns 0. That is a very important point. 2 points are very important regarding to instr function. First of all, this function performs in case insensitive search, and it returns and there are two parameters passed within it, string 1 and string 2. String 1 is required the string that will be searched, and string 2 required the string to search for in string 1. If string 2 is not found, then function returns 0. And there is another, okay, let us make another example here for simplicity. Just check. Let us make another example. So if you want to find out a string within a certain string, then it is also possible using instr function, in string function. And it required, okay, this is the example number 1. Select instr Praveen, and if you want to find out a particular character or a particular string in a given string, then you can easily find out using instr function. So let us check here. You can easily see that there are two examples given here, and for simplicity, just I take here my name Praveen as a first string, and second string is a character in it. And so when we just pass these two values in instr, and instr function try to find out the value of n in string n in string Praveen, and you can easily see that it is found at 7th positions. And the second example is related to again Praveen here, but here I just want to find out the string Veen in a string Praveen, and you can easily find out the position is 4 here, because at position 1 P is there, at 2 R is there, at 3 A is there, and at position number 4 V double N will be there. So now I think it is clear to all of you. So it's time to check or execute this statement in MySQL. It will give a clear idea about instr function. So you can check any string, any substring to another string. If it is found, it will give you a position. If it is not found, it will show you an result 0. Here you can easily see that select instr and then just give the value. So here just I want to search here again that same value. First string is Praveen here, and in Praveen if I want to find out and here, mm, then it will give you a result. Actually this will give you an error because and doesn't mark here in double or single quote here. So it is also, you can easily see that. So always put the string in double quotation mark or single quotation mark. This will give you a result. Otherwise an occur like this, unknown column and empty list will be found out in your as your answer. Now look at this query again. Now put double and in the, within double quotation mark here, and just execute this query again. You can see that 7 is the answer because n is found at the 7th position in string Praveen. Now let us check another example here. Just put a string in place of a character VEEN. So let us check what is the output. 4 is the answer because VEEN is found at the 4th position here. And always remember that always put the string within single quotation mark or double quotation mark here, single quote double quotes. Otherwise it will give you an error just like that. You can easily see that. Now both of the string marks in a single quotes here. Next is a let us check. Apply this logic for a table. Select star from employee. Employee is the name of the table. First of all, let us see what is the content of the table. You can see here that is a employee table. All rows and all columns are there. Now apply the concept of Instr function for this table employee. Just write Instr Praveen mean and service string, that is a previous value. So now make us some change here. Instr here we give just the name of the column, that is name, and if you just put only one parameter within it, it always give you an error. Let us see from contact. So always give two parameters because both are essential. Two strings should be there. Okay, that is an error because we just pass only a single value in it. Now you can easily see that if you just pass name and then a, then the position of a will be there in, yes, will be there. You can easily see that. So both the parameter will be passed. Here first parameter is the name of column and column name is also name, that is not a string. So in name, whatever be the name given here, the second substring will be find out, and that is a. So location of a will be given here. You can easily see that regarding to Praveen, Aman, Ravi and Gaurav. Now let us take another example, and here we will just pass a value, different value. Let us check okay, n. Now we check n here. So n will be found or n will not be found. There are only two possibilities. If it is not found, then the answer is 0. Otherwise it will show you the position in that string also. You can easily see that. Now if I just pass another value, just write capital N, then also check, okay, it will give the same result because we already discussed that INSTR is case insensitive. So it doesn't matter that whatever you put the value in lowercase letter or uppercase letter, it doesn't matter at all. Now this is instr. So now there are another two functions here, left function and right function. As the name suggests, right function. So the right function extract a number of characters from a string starting from right. So it extract a number of characters from a string starting from right. So that is the syntax given here. Right. Then right is the name of the function, and there are two parameters values in it: string and number of characters. String and number of characters. So string basically is required parameter. It is not an optional parameter. It means a string to extract from. And second is number of characters. It is also required parameter, and the number of character to extract. If this parameter is larger than the number of the characters in the string, this function will return string. Okay, so basically it is used to extract number of characters from right inside. Left function is just opposite to that of the right function. We will also discuss left function in this video. Let us check it. So two parameters in it, both are required. First is string, then second is number of characters in it, and both are required. If you don't pass these values, these two parameters in right function, then it will show you an error. Let us check it. Here you can see that select right SQL tutorial is cool, and then you extract as this 4, that is the value. Then it will go you a result. According to that, extract from right hand side and extract 4 characters. And you can apply this concept for a whole table also. If suppose there is a table name customers and there are different customers, there are table name column name customers name, and if you want to find out the 5 characters from right hand side, then just select right customer name comma 5 from customers. Here if you want to put a column name, alternative column name, then you can use as keyword also. So as extract string. Left is just opposite to that of the right. Rest all things are same as compared to right function. So we just write left in place of right, and it's also required two parameters, string and number of the characters, and almost same function is there, but the difference between that, it extract from left hand side, extract the character from left hand side. So let us check it. Functionality of right and left function. Is it extract the string from left right hand side or not? So select the string name. Here I give my name as a string, and then just give a number in it, and yeah, suppose 3 is given here. Then can you guess what is the output here? And alternative column name is also given here after just as keyword. So I just put the alternative column name as substring. So substring will be done. Double E N from Right side you can easily see that double en will be there, and for left hand side it is just opposite to that. If you just write left left, then it will give you a pra. Okay, now I think it is clear to all of you. Now let us check it for another value for a table. So select and then start from employee, employees, and you can easily see that this is the table name employee. Now perform the left function in this table. So here give the column name instead of a string. Column name is name here. Column name in the field list. Error is there. Now it will give you a correct result. From employee, table name should be there. Without table name it will give you an error. Look at this table. The first three characters of column name will be there, and in case of right, to extract the character from right hand side, just right in place of left, it will give you a desired result. Let us see. You can easily see that different names appear from right hand side. So that is a function, a role of left and right substring. Both are very similar to each other, but the only difference is in terms of direction. One actually read the data from left side and other from right hand side. Next is left trim and right trim, also called as L trim and R trim. It basically removes the leading space from its string. L trim leading space from its string, and R trim just opposite to that of L trim. And very simple functions. R trim functions remove all trailing space from its string, and we give just only one parameter in it, parameter value in it. Just write R trim then name of the string. You can easily see that there is a string here, SQL tutorial, and we perform R trim here. You can easily, so left trim basically leading space, remove leading space, and right trim trailing space. Now look at this query. Select L trim. Name of the string is suppose I will give space, intentionally I will give space here, some space here. You can easily see that, which are clearly visible to you. And name of the string is Praveen again. And then name of the table is not required because it perform only on a single string, and the name of the column is left underscore trim, left underscore trim. Let us see what is the output here. Okay, left trim Praveen is there. Spelling of trim is wrong, but whatever we give the name of the column name, it will appear there. And next is perform the right trim, R trim. So if we place R trim function in place of L trim function, it will also give you a result and removes trailing space. I'll give a trailing space in it. You can easily see that. So it definitely removes a trailing space. So just add right L trim in place of R trim in place of L trim. You can easily see that. Now let's see what is the output. Here just give the column name right trim. Press enter key. After that you can see the result. Okay, that is the answer. So this is all about today's lecture. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching this video.